Je m'appelle Nicole Loretto, je suis vice-présidente ici au Royal. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you this morning. Bienvenue. Today we're proud to launch the app. An app that sends the message that taking care of your mind is as important as taking care of your physical body. Stress is part of our lives, whether we like it or not. But we often don't talk about how we cope with stress, what our strategies are, except in faces of daily stresses or struggles. And sometimes things don't necessarily go the way we want, and we need to look at some of our actions. So here today, we're here to talk about brain health. Nous voulons parler de comment garder sa santé en tête. Thanks to community donations to DIFD, Healthy Mind went from a concept to a real-life app. In our educational program here at the Royal, Is It Just Me? Students often ask, how do you cope with stress? Can you eliminate it? Can you reduce it? Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans le cerveau? Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? And we know that students are faced with a lot of pressure at school. So we wanted to create a tool that reaches their world, their mobile world. A tool that helps them stay well in the faces of all the stresses they encounter, because stresses that, if left unchecked, can lead to mental health problems. We want to help youth take actions for their own health. À ce moment, j'aimerais inviter George Weber, président et directeur du Royal, de nous parler au sujet de toute ma tête. Please welcome George.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Il me fait grand plaisir de vous accueillir au Royal. Welcome. I'm very excited to be with you today to launch Healthy Minds, our latest innovation in youth mental health. As Nicole has indicated, Healthy Minds is an app that will help college and university students better manage the stresses in their lives. Before moving on to the message I would like to give in my script, I'd just like to say that all of you are VIPs because you're here. But as is in any crowd, there's always some VVIPs, very, very important persons. And I would just like to thank the chairman of the board, Rob Notman, for being present, of the head and chair of the hospital board, and Roxanne Anderson, who is the chair of our Research Institute board. So thank you for board members to be present with this launch. You may think of the Royal as only a mental health center focused on treating people who are severely ill. So you may wonder why we have decided to build an app for students and young adults. As a mental health center and academic health science center, we look at the entire spectrum of mental health and mental illness. We not only treat people with severe and resistant mental illness, we also conduct research to find better ways to treat depression and other mental illnesses. Our research is allowing us to study how emotions and thoughts affect brain chemistry and how protective factors can help promote good brain health. Our clinicians and researchers also spend their time doing early intervention, education, and health promotion to help foster positive mental health. And we train the future. Ici, nous formons les psychiatres, les psychologues, les travailleurs sociaux, les infirmières de l'avenir. We know that post-secondary students face some of the most intense pressure at any point in their lives. Simply put, they are under a lot of stress. We know through research that high levels of psychological distress and stressful life events are common contributors to mental disorders, such as depression and anxiety. It's important to take action to stay healthy, and that's what Healthy Minds is all about. Healthy Minds promotes healthy behaviors that will help adolescents and young adults successfully manage life stresses before they can trigger serious mental health problems. It is important for youth to recognize how stress affects them and develop healthy habits to deal with it. These learnings and the resilience built through the proper stress management are things that will carry through the rest of their lives. Toute ma tête a été créée pour notre équipe au Royal. Psychiatrists and social workers provided input to ensure that we created the best possible tool to help youth and young adults manage stress and difficult emotions. This tool is based on solid clinical expertise, bringing some of the best practices in mental health care directly into the hands of youth. I'm personally delighted to have Sean Dern replacing Denise Amiot of the Association of Canadian Community Colleges, and Paul Davidson, President and CEO, and his colleagues of the Association of Universities and Colleges of Canada, here with us today. Together, we have the opportunity to reach out to college and university students across the country and get the message out about the importance of mental health in our overall picture of health. Notre message de santé mentale va se propager sur les campus de notre grand pays grâce à la technologie. By taking care of our brain health, we embrace resilience and the ability to face life's challenges. Thank you for your attention. Nicole?
Merci beaucoup, Georges. Now, by now, you're probably curious, what does this app look like? So we're going to show you a very quick demo, and then we're going to invite some students to tell us what they think.
My name is Dr. Simon Hatcher. I'm a psychiatrist at the Royal. HealthyMinds was created for you and your mental health. This tool helps you to identify how you think and react to challenges in your life. By focusing on problem-solving techniques that work for you, you can change how you react in the future. To do this, we ask you to do 3 things. First, think about one problem you want to focus on. Write down what led to the problem. Second, what thoughts, feelings and behaviours did this problem cause? It is important to try and think about thoughts, feelings and behaviour as separate things. Just because you have a strong feeling doesn't mean you have to act on it every time. We can change how we think about situations, which may change what we do and how we react to them. Lastly, write down what happened after the problem. Use your I calendar. This way, you can keep track of experiences. For each mood, there are suggestions and helpful responses. Take a look at problem solving as an example. There are other great features you can find here, like stress-busting exercises, exploring mind and body, learning more about food and lifestyle, and remember to try the breathing activity. Keep your mind healthy.
So the wonderful voice is Dr. Hatcher, just in the back of the room here. So I'd like to invite Charlotte from Queen's University, Dominique from Waterloo, and Manuel from De La Salle to come and tell us what you think of the app. Charlotte, when you played with it, what did you think?
For the app, for me, the favorite part was the daily reminders, because it just can keep you on track and reminds you that stress is regular and you can just do the exercises that the app provides to relax you and calm you down.
Excellent.
Well, for me, very similar. At school at Waterloo, I'm very involved in a lot of extracurricular activities, and it's very important to maintain your academic, your social, and your extracurricular priorities. So for me, the app, it's connected. I can show you how I would do it. So, for example, what I like about this is the learning opportunities that you get through this app. So for me to manage my own stress, but also to manage my friends who exhibit stress as well. So for example, how to talk to a friend. It gives basic tips as to how to approach a friend who may be in a stressful position or situation. So for me, it's an app that can help me, but also others.
Français. Ok. Qu'est-ce que moi j'ai aimé à propos de cette application, c'est comprendre la relation entre le corps et la tête et les différents aspects pour arriver à Healthy Mind, comme Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but comme l'exercice, bien manger, bien dormir, tout cela, et comment le faire.
And my favorite part about the app is the breathing activities. So we know that when you're in a stressful situation, one of the best things you can control, while you may not be able to control what's stressing you out, what you can control is your breath. And in turn, that can calm you down. So this activity offers you quick little tips of what kind of breathing activities that you can do. And just about 3 minutes of each one can really calm you down and help you face the stress that that's approaching you. So that's my favorite part. This is one of the live breathing activities in the app, so it actually talks you through how to do it.
Filling a balloon. And then continue inhaling by filling the lungs from the abdomen upward.
So at this moment, thank you so much. Thank you, Dominique, Manuel, Charlotte, and Laura. So that's just a sample of some of the students that tested the app over the last couple of months. We've had a good range right across, so we were quite pleased to have our collaborators with us. So at this moment, I would like to invite Sean to speak on behalf of the Association of Canadian Community Colleges. So please welcome Sean Durham.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the introduction, and thank you for the invitation to be here with you all today, and of course, thank you to the students. Our CEO, Denise Amiot, sends her regrets. She was very much looking forward to being here today, and please trust me when I say that. She's very impressed by this app, and I believe she had something to do with the naming of the app in French as well. So, in her absence, it is my honor to be here with George, with the Royal, as well as with Paul, and with our colleagues here in the room. So building healthy minds is what colleges and institutes are all about. And collectively, we've got 132 member institutions across the country that are serving 1.5 million students. And they're from all ages and backgrounds. And for us, their mental health is a big priority. And so it's this reason that we're very pleased to be able to join with the Royal and with AUCC here today to be able to promote this app. We're very keenly aware at colleges and institutes of the anxiety and stress that can go along with getting a diploma or certificate, and this can have a really big impact on students, but as well as on their success. So in rural and urban communities, whether it's out west or out east in the north, or right here in Ottawa, ACCC's member institutions are keen supporters of students as well as their mental health. Par exemple, le Centre de la réussite collégiale à La Cité offre une gamme de services pour soutenir les étudiants et les étudiantes qui font face à des défis sur le plan de la santé mentale, tels que la gestion du stress, la préparation aux examens et aussi la prévention du suicide. Ces nombreux programmes d'entraide et ces sessions individuelles de counseling avec ou sans rendez-vous, le centre promeut et appuie une bonne santé mentale et le bien-être psychologique aux étudiantes. At Algonquin College, students have got similar access to counseling. It helps them face these daily stresses. It's counseling that is free, it's counseling that is confidential, and it's helping students deal with all of the depressions or anxieties, relationship challenges, grief, or even self-esteem issues that often come associated with this time in their life. And so these are just some of the ways that these institutions are able to help students. The HealthyMinds app is a fun new tool. I've had a chance to use it myself for the last several weeks, and it is actually a very useful way of determining when you're stressed out about things going on in your daily life. ACCC is also pleased that the Royal is taking the leadership role in putting this out and making sure that it is available to students across the country, because for far too long, mental health has been an issue that people are afraid to talk about. They've been embarrassed to talk about it. And it's time that that is changing, and we're glad to see that after so many years, and in recent years, to change, and that's happening because of public awareness. It's happening because of apps like HealthyMinds, and so we're very happy to be able to talk with folks about it. We're very pleased to be able to share it with all of our members, and that's what we'll be doing over the next several months and weeks, to make sure that all of our member institutions have the opportunity to provide that to their students, and we'll make sure that we can do what we can. So we're very pleased to be able to partner with you here this morning. So on behalf of my CEO, Denise Amiot, our board at ACCC, all of our employees, thank you to the Royal and to AUCC for helping us do this, and we're very pleased to be able to share it with our students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sean. And yes, Denise helped out the CEO because when we showed her the app when we were working on it several months ago, and we're looking at, because obviously with French I always look at different issues, and she had come up with Toute ma tête, which we thought was just a beautiful French adaptation. So please tell Denise merci encore une fois. Donc à ce moment, we're very thrilled to have Paul Davidson here, CEO of the Association of Universities and Colleges of Canada. So please share with us your thoughts.
Merci Nicole. Et je tiens à remercier Georges et son équipe de Royal Ottawa de m'avoir invité au lancement et de collaborer avec les universités canadiennes à l'initiative Toute ma tête. Il s'agit d'une excellente façon de responsabiliser les étudiants de niveau postsecondaire par rapport à leur santé mentale en se servant des outils technologiques qui sont à leur disposition. AUCC is also very pleased to partner together with ACCC in getting this mental health tool into the hands of students across the country. As many as 1 in 5 of our young people are affected by a mental illness or disorder. In fact, a recent survey of one of Canada's largest universities found that the functioning ability of 1 in 3 students is significantly impacted by mental illness. That's why university leaders are speaking openly about mental health in order to reduce the stigma that unfortunately continues to surround these issues. AUCC members are improving and supporting mental well-being for university students and are committed to promoting healthy and safe, respectful learning environments where students can achieve excellence during a period of their lives that can be quite challenging. I'd like to take a moment to highlight a few of the initiatives that Canada's university community is leading, initiatives that align very well with the goals of the Healthy Minds project. At AUCC, with our 97 university presidents, our engagement started just a few years ago following a very candid conversation amongst university presidents after a very difficult year on campuses across the country. And in response to that, we held a special workshop that brought together leaders from the mental health community and the university community to discuss the role of university leaders in responding to mental health issues on campus. And this in turn has led to a series of tools that we've shared across the country. A president's checklist that helps our members lead an institutional dialogue and response to mental health issues. An online toolkit with resources for university leaders, including promising practices, and a presentation designed to help presidents raise awareness about campus mental health among senior decision makers on campus, such as boards, faculty, and senior management teams. AUCC also engages with key national mental health stakeholders, including the Mental Health Commission of Canada, the JACK Project, the Centre for Addiction and Mental Health, and the Canadian Mental Health Association, as well as our provincial higher education partners. And of course, this engagement has led us directly to be here today with our colleagues from the Royal Ottawa Hospital, supporting the launch of the very promising Healthy Minds phone app for students. While AUCC works closely with university leaders to help ensure that university campuses are environments of mental wellness, it's important that students are empowered with the resources to help them be well wherever they are. The transition from high school to university or college, especially when it involves a shift from living with family to living independently, can be a challenge. A problem-solving tool that can help manage the stress of transitioning to adulthood is something we are pleased to share with our member institutions. And in coming weeks, AUCC will help roll out information about this app to universities across Canada to raise awareness among students of how they can find and use this exciting new tool. Permettre aux étudiants d'être informés à ce sujet correspond tout à fait à l'engagement de l'AUCC de sensibiliser le milieu universitaire à les enjeux de la santé mentale et de promouvoir un milieu universitaire sain. It's hard to know the difference that one tool can make. It's hard to know the impact of one program, one resource, or one counseling session. But we do know that together the impact of these tools, along with growing mental health services at colleges and universities, can be profound. The billboard here asks, how are you feeling? Today I'm feeling deeply moved. Mental health touches all of us in ways that some of us are still shy to share. When we think about the impact that this tool can make, we're very excited. When we see the impact of high-quality research, excellent clinical care, outstanding training of new professionals here at the Royal, and the outreach and partnership with colleges, universities, and students, tremendous things are going to happen because of this app. We look forward to working with the Royal and our partners as this app rolls out across the country. I want to thank the leadership and staff of the Royal. You have built something that can make a difference, and we're pleased to be part of it. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Paul. You've just summed it up so beautifully. So I'm just going to give you a couple of, just a bit of information about the app so you can check it out. It's free on the Apple Store right now. And you just have to, and if you want to go to any website, www.healthymindsapp.ca, toutmatete.ca. The Android version, for all those waiting, will be released next month. So, for now, I'd love to invite our special guests and our students for a little photo op, then invite all of you to come and check the app. So as I invite the guests coming up, I would like to also thank Dr. Simon Hatcher and Dr. Smita Thate for their clinical guidance, and of course to my team who worked tirelessly to get this app here. Merci beaucoup.